Hey, what's up? How you doing?
Good, how about you?
Good.
Good. All right. So what I got previously is just say for number one, I got 0.099. I didn't move the decimal over twice.
So you got to pay attention to the percentage sign that it has there. So if it has a percentage symbol, then you have to leave the answer as a percent. If it doesn't have that percentage, then you got to leave the answer as a decimal.
So to turn it into a percent, you have to move the decimal over twice.
Yeah. If you're going percent, then you move the decimal twice to the right. If you're going to a decimal from a percent, you move the decimal twice to the left.
Decimal or percent to a decimal, move to the left, and then vice versa.
Yeah. Think if you don't want to remember anything, don't do it. Just think of this, 0.5. 0.5 is 50%. How do you get 50 from 0.5? You move the decimal twice to the right. So if you have a decimal like 0.5, move the decimal twice to the right to get the percent. Because 0.5 should be 50%. So if I have 0.5, how do I get 50? I move the decimal twice to the right to get 50%. So you can always just use 0.5 equals 50% to help you remember what to do, whether or not you need to use to the left or the right.
Oh, I see. Just as long as I know like decimal form, like the decimal form of this, and then obviously I'm like, oh, if I want a decimal form, I would just go to the left. Okay. Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. That's okay. Now I know that's why I kept getting it wrong, because I was just really confused about like why. All right. So, and then another issue I keep running into, it looks like, is like I'm getting like the first one right, but like the other is wrong. Well, yeah.
Okay.
Beginning with these two. So for number 3, for B, I got 7,346, and then dot 64. And well, yeah. Oh, it says right here. But yeah, that's what I got for those.
Okay. So when you did that one, so it's saying that it's semi-annual. Did you divide 8% by 2 because it's semi-annual?
Oh.
Or did you use 8%?
I did like 5,400, and then in parentheses I put 1 plus 0.08 to the power of 2 times 2.
That's wrong, because you have to realize that the formula deals with I as the periodic interest rate. So you're using 8% as the interest rate, right? Think about this. You're using 8% as the interest rate, but interest is compounded semi-annually. So 8% needs to be divided over 2 periods, 6 months each. All right, so look. So the question that you were talking about, I think it was like 5,400, and it was an interest rate. That was like the principal that they were investing. And if I remember correctly, the yearly interest rate was 0.08%. And then part A, they said something like semi-annually. How much after 2 years? I think it was both 2 years. 2 years annually, right?
Yeah.
So then for that one, we would say A equals to the principal 5,400. Well, we always got to say that we got to find what I is. It's the periodic interest rate. So it's 0.08. And then in A, it's just divided by 1 because it's annually. So this just equals 0.08. So that's going to be 1.08 raised to the 2 for 2 years. Also, you might want to find what N is. So N is the number of periods. How many periods would you gain interest if you're doing it annually for 2 years? How many periods are there?
Wait, can you say the question again?
So N is the number of times that you compound the interest. So if you're doing it for 2 years and you're doing it annually, how many times will you compound interest?
Twice.
That's right. It's like 2 times 1, which equals 2, right? So that's for A. That makes sense for A?
Yeah. For I wrote that I equals R over N. I think that's what I found. Is that correct? Or maybe
It's R over M as in married, where M stands for the number of times that it's compounded per year.
Wait, so the difference between N and M are like...
Yeah, N and M, let's see, N, number of periods, and M, number of times it's compounded per year.
Okay, N is number of periods, and then M is... Okay.
Yeah, if you're trying to get into what M is, like M is from I equals to R over M.
Okay.
All those symbols, yeah.
I totally realized I wrote that wrong. Oops.
What?
Okay. So for B, what I should have put was 5,401 plus 0.04, right? Since it's like
2 years semi-annually, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, you can do what? You can say A equals to 5,400?
Yeah.
You got to realize that I in this case is what? 0.08 divided by 2, right? So 0.04.
Yeah.
And N, what'd you put for N?
For N, I put, since it was semi-annually, I put 2.
2 times 2 though, because it's 2 years.
Yeah. 2
Yeah,
times.
so this is 1.04 raised to the 4, right?
Yeah. Okay, let me see what I do. So it comes out to 6,317.24. Rounded up.
6,317.
0.24.
Sounds good. And then any questions on A or B?
So first you multiply like the number of periods and then times M, right? That's what.
Yeah.
Right.
Think
That's
about
what
it. Think about it as the times that you get paid. Think about this example. Look, imagine you get paid monthly. N is like the number of times you get paid. Let's say you work at a job for 5 years and you get paid monthly. You get paid monthly. What's N? It's the number of times that you get paid. If you work at a job for, let's say you work at a job for 10 years and you get paid monthly, so how many paychecks are you going to get? 120.
Yes.
So yeah, so you see how it's kind of like the paychecks. What if you get paid semi-annually? What if the company only pays you semi-annually and you work there for 5 years? That's what? 5 times what? 5 times 2? That's how many paychecks you'll get because you're getting paid semi-annually. So what does that mean? Twice a year, right? And you work there for 5 years, so like 5 times 2 is like 10. So that's what N is. It's like the number of times that it compounds interest. That's what N is.
Okay, I see.
So let's say you have an investment for 4 years quarterly, then what is N?
4 years quarterly. Investment for 4 years quarterly would be 4 years and then 4 times quarterly. So like 4 times 4 is 16.
Yeah, so N would be 16.
I see. It makes more sense to me now.
Cool.
All right.
C, should we try C?
Sure.
Okay, C said 2 years quarterly, right?
Yeah.
So tell me what to put in.
So it would be, you would do 0.08 divided by 4.
Yeah. What do we call that again? What is I called?
Equals interest.
Periodic interest rate.
Okay.
Periodic interest rate. Yeah. So this is 0.02.
Yes.
And then what else should we find? N?
N equals would be 4 times 2.
Correct. That's 8. So then good. Now what should we do?
Okay, next you do, oh wait, sorry, I just blanked out for a second. So it'd be 5,400 in parentheses 1.02 to the power of 8.
Yep, that's right. What is it? I like that your name is Studio.
Oh, I know how to change it.
No, because you're the studio. You got the studio, you know?
I'm in the studio.
Mine should be produced. Mine should be producer.
Should be like producer / rapper.
There you go.
Math studio.
Math studio.
All right, I got 6,326.96.
Okay. All right, good. Notice that that's more money. Check out this. I got a new feature. Check out that this is more money.
Uh-huh.
And this. Hey.
Oh, that was so cool. It like was like whoosh.
Yeah. Change the colors. So that's more money than the other one. $6,326, $6,326. And this was 317. So when it's compounded quarterly, you make more money.
Just like a little bit more money too. It's like so little too. Like,
Hey.
Like I'm just like that's it.
I'll take the more money.
Yeah, I know, right? Like, I'll take the like $10 more. Why not? $9 more.
All right. So you want to show me some other questions?
Yes. Which ones did I?
I'll stop sharing so that you can share. Let me see. Stop sharing. I'll let you pull up another question.
All right. Share. I'm gonna try putting this in first, so we can make sure it's right. 6317. Yay!
Yeah.
All right. Yes. Totally guessing that I did the same thing wrong as the last one.
Share your iPad and show. Now you can do it. Now let's see if you know. What does this say? 13,000 invested at 10% interest. Okay, so 13,000 is invested at 10% interest. That's the yearly interest. When it says that, it's always the yearly interest unless it specifies something otherwise. Find the amount at the end of 3 years if the interest is compounded annually, semi-annually, quarterly. Okay, I don't know. You want to do it? You can do it on your iPad if you want.
Sure.
You gotta show your iPad though.
Yeah. So.
Now remind me what the question said. It said find the interest if you're investing 13,000 for, was it 3 years for each case?
Yeah. So 3 years is the.
So 3 years, got it. All right, cool. Annually, semi-annually, quarterly, you put 1, 2, 4, good. So then now, how would you fix the question to make it correct?
So for B is where I messed up. So what I would do is I would do, since it's semi-annually for B, I would divide this by 2.
Correct.
And then, so that's 0.5 now. So it'll be 1.05. And then N is right, 2 times 3. So it'll be by 6. And then my answer comes out.
Do you have a calculator on your iPad? Yeah, Google, like check the app right now. NSC, put NSC.
NSC.
Scientific. Maybe.
This one, the first one?
No, put NSC space, then like calculator maybe. Wow, okay, well.
That one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Natural scientific calculator. Now we can show you what you're doing on the calculator so we can see.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay, good thing this one was available. There's only one.
Yeah, I love this app. 1.05 raised to the 6 or something, or 13,000.
Yeah. 13,000. And then 1.05.
In parentheses. Now look how you do power. You just hit that X to the Y thing.
X to the Y.
Yeah, hit that. There you go.
Okay. So, and yeah, that's exactly what I got on my calculator as well.
Cool.
Hey. So 17. As you can see, I'm not good with technology, even though I'm supposed to be. Okay. 17,421. And then this one turns into, that one gets divided by 4 since it's quarterly.
Yep.
And then that kind of changes it up a bit. Or should I do 0.10 divided by 4 first?
No, watch. I'll show you. Parentheses.
Okay.
1 plus 0.1. Or hit the fraction bar. Actually, press delete. Hit the fraction bar right now. and then put 0.1, and then beneath that put 4. Raised to what now? It's 3 years, right?
It's 4 years. Oh, wait, 3 years. Wait.
But quarterly.
Yes.
3 years, but quarterly.
That one. Oh, wait, it would be 3 times 4.
Yeah.
So to the 12th power.
Yeah.
So I'd have to do... Should I just put it straight to the 12th power?
Put times 4.
Times 4.
Yeah.
So that is the answer.
All right, cool. So now you're preparing you to be a tutor. You're gonna be a Zoom tutor.
Oh my gosh. Just quit everything and make that my job. So that would come out to...
And look, we made more money.
Yay! We made...
Like $62 more.
Correct. That's better than last time.
That's pretty good.
Awesome.
I'll take $62.
Right? Man, I could use that right now. Like, not even working right now. That's even $1 to me right now is like anything. Oh. All right, so I will put that. Or
and
actually, maybe, should I put it in website now, or do we want to wait?
Let's wait.
Okay, sounds good. All right, so yeah, number 6 I got wrong. Maybe now that I learned all that, I wonder if I understand now.
Read it to me. But turn the hold laser on. Turn the hold laser on. I'm gonna see the new style.
Like the whole, this one?
Yeah. I don't know. I'm seeing if this works. But yeah, read it.
So I'm gonna like follow as I read. Okay, right. So a store has an interest rate of 1.5% per month on the unpaid balance of charge accounts. Interest is compounded monthly. A customer charges $160 but allows it to become 6 months overdue. What is the bill at the time? Round your final answer to 2 decimal places.
Okay. Ooh. Boom. Alright, so what do you think? How do you do it? I see that you highlighted 1.5% per month. Ooh, that's good. That's a good observation because it's charging 1.5% per month. So the 1.5% is the periodic interest rate. I noticed that you called that I, and that's good. That's very good because that's not R. R is the yearly interest rate. I also noticed that you highlighted interest is compounded monthly. That's good. So you said N is the number of periods, right? Number of paychecks. So you're getting paid every month. So, and it's what? But the thing is, T, I see one of your mistakes. For time. Yeah, for time you put 6 years, right? Because T is for years.
Ooh. Okay.
I said that kind of wrong. I should have said T is 4 years. I should have said T is in years. In years. Yeah, in years.
Okay. So that's where I messed up. Okay. So, but N equals M times T. That's correct, right?
Correct, yeah.
Okay.
That is correct.
Okay. Per month. I don't see anything. Oh, interest rate of 1 I don't see anything in years in this. So I'm kind of like not sure. Well, okay. I don't even, then I must have not done that right then, putting 12 maybe, or a store has of 1.5 per month on the unpaid interest compound monthly customer charges that allows it to be. So like saying they have 6 months to pay off the 160?
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. 6 months to pay off the 160 and once, okay. Would I be doing 160 divided by 6?
I see what you're saying because you owe $160. You want to pay it over 6 months, so just divide it and pay it equally among the 6 months. Problem is they're charging you interest. So if you divide 160 by 6, that's going to divide that out evenly among 6 months, but you're going to have to pay interest, 1.5% interest. So you're going to pay more than 160 in the long run. We want to know how much that will be. Because if you can tell me what that's going to be in 6 months, then hey, maybe I can deal with you and have you divide that out by 6 months. So you're not going to pay 160. You're paying 160 plus 1.5% interest compounded monthly for 6 months, right?
Okay, I kind of see how this would be. Just like in my head, I'm thinking like, so it would be like 160. This is the right formula, right? A equals P 1 plus I over N.
Correct, but your understanding of I and N are not what they need to be right now, because that's where you're messing up on I and the N.
Yeah.
What makes this question rare is that everything is in terms of months and not years. Most questions, everything is in terms of years. Like, look at the next question. There's an interest rate of 8%, but that 8% is a yearly interest rate on number 7. On most questions, 95% of questions, the interest rate is going to be yearly.
Right, but this one's like, no, we're doing monthly.
Go up to 6 again. All right, so there's 2 ways to do it. You can consider everything being in terms of years. So like the normal equation says that I and N are based off of things being yearly, right?
Yeah.
So just say that it's based off of things being monthly now. So just convert it to monthly.
Okay.
And say that is what you did with I, right? Because you said that I was 1.5%, 0.015. That's the periodic interest rate. You didn't divide that by 12. You kind of did that already intuitively. Because normally you're supposed to divide the yearly interest rate by 12 if it's monthly. But you didn't divide that by 12 because you understood that I was already the monthly interest rate, so you didn't need to divide it by 12, right? So you did that. You did that idea. You did everything in terms of months. Now, N is the number of periods that you're compounding interest. So I'm trying to get you to understand what N is intuitively. Ignore the formula. You see that if you use the formula on this question, it's going to mess you up.
Yeah.
Unless you do it, I can do it with the formula. I can show you that in a second. But I'm trying to get you to do it an easier way to understand what N is. It's the number of periods. How many periods are there in this question?
How many periods?
Or compounding periods.
6.
So that's what N is. It's 6, but you called it 72.
Yeah. So, okay. N is, okay. I'm going to write that down. So N is 6. Enough said. 6 periods. So basically I just need to change N to actually what it is, which is 6. So basically it's totally fine to use like this formula in months as well, right? My brain is in like years, but like just to clarify, like it can be used, well, obviously it can be used in months because that's what we're doing right now, but like basically that it's fine to use it in months if I come across another problem.
And it's not like we're using it in months. To tell you the truth, we're not even doing anything. We're actually doing what we're supposed to do with the letters I and N, because N stands for the number of periods, and it's and we're compounding for 6 months, so N is 6. We just ignored the letters M and T. Now I'm going to show you how to do it with M and T. Watch. Can you pick the red pen? I want you to write N equals M times T, and then for M, I want you to put 12.
12.
Yeah. Okay. And then for T, I want you to put a half.
T equals 1/2.
Yeah. Do you understand why I put those for M and T?
Because 12 months.
No,
T.
No, not 12 months. M because the compounding period is monthly. It says that it's one point. If you scroll up a little bit, it says that it's 1.5% per month, right? You highlighted it?
Yeah.
M is 12 because it's monthly, right?
Right.
Why is T a half?
T is a half because it's half of 12 months.
Yeah, because 6 months is what, half a year. And T is always in years, right?
Right. Okay, I see.
T is always in years.
Mm-hmm.
So then what is N?
N is
12 times a half, right?
Yeah.
Which is 6. Now, why the heck would you go through all that work to find 6 when it just says it's 6 months and you're getting charged monthly and it's 6 months? You should understand it intuitively. No, it's all right to do it that way. I mean, hey, it's good to understand both ways. Usually I like to show both ways of doing this.
Yeah, it's just easier. Like, obviously, the way that you're showing it is just like straight to the point rather than doing all that extra work.
Yeah.
Very true. Okay, well, now I know, because I feel better knowing that I can do it in months now.
Yeah.
Okay, so, 174.95.
Yep.
I've found that it's easier to just do this like whole online thing because like in person, it's kind of harder to go see your teacher after hours kind of thing. But like, if we can do online Zoom tutoring, I'm going to take advantage because I want to pass the class, you know, I don't want to just like learn the consequences of falling behind and not doing that again.
I know, and you're always going to my office hours. You're doing what people need to do, which is ask for help. It's a very important quality of a successful person, being able to go to the office hours and ask for help. So
it's kind of like I don't want to say a form of procrastination. It's kind of like in a sense it is, I guess, just like I don't want to get into it. I don't want to do the work. You just have to like force yourself so that you don't have to like worry about it later kind of thing. And then you're not like trying to catch up on like everything that you've learned up to now because you're like behind. Yeah. So that's why I'm doing this now.
You're doing good. Keep it up.
Pass my stuff.
I'm gonna, I like what you're doing. It's good.
Thank you. All right. I know we're a little bit over time. Did you want to stop here? Did you want to do like one more question?
How many questions do you have? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can do all these now. Now with what I told you, you probably can.
Yeah.
Look at 7 says present. Okay. What does that say? I mean, I'm pretty sure you can figure these out now because you got 7 right? You had a check mark on it, or did you get it wrong?
I got it wrong.
Because you didn't do that. Let's see, hold on. Semi-annually, you divided by 1 on I. You're supposed to divide by 2, right? You're using 8%. It should be 4, right? You see that? I think that's your only mistake, right?
With I?
Yeah, because I look at all your work and I'm seeing 8% in black.
On number 7, you said 8%. Yeah.
I see 8% written in black. So that tells me that something's wrong because it says compounded semi-annually, right? So you got to divide by 2. It should be 4%. So I mean, that's a quick fix. I think as long as you just like check out I think you got the skills now. Just understanding what I is. If it's semi-annual, divide by 2, you know?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I feel like I got this now after this lesson. Yeah. That's like an easy mistake I made there too. But now I can let's look at everything.
What else you got? 8? Did you get that wrong too, or what?
Yeah.
But I mean, tell me the mistake. Point out the mistake on 8. Tell me what you did wrong, just by looking at it real quick.
Okay. Expects to graduate in 3.5 years and hopes to buy a new car with it. You'll need 20% down payment, which amounts to $4,600 for the car he wants. I don't really understand, or maybe I'm just going to keep reading. How much should he save now to have? He can invest it at 8% compounded monthly. Time 3.5 years. Sounds right. Continue. A, yes. Let's see. A would be future amount now to have, right? Because to have 4,600. 4,600 is the amount that he wants to have. That's like the future amount. So that would equal A.
Yeah, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then rate 0.08 is 8%. N must have been where I got it wrong. Month. So.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Why are you using the letter R?
Oh yeah, because it's not the rate. Is it invested at 8% compounded? That would be the interest rate.
That's the yearly. 8% is the yearly interest rate. R does equal 8, but we don't use R in this section. We use I.
Oh yeah, R is not even in the equation. Okay. Oh my.
No, that's not my point.
Yeah, that's right. 8%. Invest at 8% compounded monthly. I guess my brain, when I even read this now, it makes me think 8% every month. That's what is coming to my head. Is that
okay? That's a good point. That's very important that you mentioned that. Now, can you go up to the question with the Y where the interest rate was a monthly interest rate? Can you scroll up to it by pressing the up arrow twice? There. It has an interest rate of 1.5% per month, right?
Yeah.
1.5% per month. Okay, just remember that. Now compare that wording with the question we're working on right now. Does it say that it's 1.5% per month, or does it say that it's compounded per month?
Compounded per month.
So that's a very important distinction. This is not a...
Okay, like the definition, I guess, of like what's the exact definition of compounded in like this whole thing?
It's how often it calculates the interest. So compound interest versus simple interest. So if you do simple interest for 2 years and the interest rate is 5%, then you just multiply 5% times 2, which is 10%. So you're adding 10%. But if you do compound interest for 2 years, and it's semi-annually, well, that's twice the first year, twice the second year. So compound interest means that it's growing. Whereas simple interest is calculated once. In compound interest, you calculate the interest at different periods. So the first year you make like $100 on interest. You started with 1,000 and now you got 1,100. You made $100, 10%. The second year you make 10% of the 1,000, which is another 100, but you also make 10% of the 100, which is $10. So the second year you make $110. You gain an extra $10 because you compounded the interest. So compound interest is where the interest is, you're gaining interest on the interest.
Okay, I see. Like whereas simple interest, it's like everything's staying the same.
Yeah, you only calculate interest once on the single time frame. That's simple interest.
Okay, I see. Okay, that makes more sense. Okay. So
you gotta pay attention to those little details of the I, and just because that's one thing you missed right here. The periodic interest rate I is 0.08 divided by 12. Because I is the periodic interest rate, it's how much interest you're gonna get in one little period, in one month segment.
Right. I equals, right, because it was like I equals
R over M.
R over M.
Yeah.
And then over 12 because a year.
Yeah.
Which comes out to...
Which is an interesting thing because that's 2/3, so that's going to be 0.03323.
Yeah.
So in this case, I don't want you to round it. I want you to leave it like that. When you plug that into a calculator, do not round it. Just leave the exact fraction.
Okay. The exact fraction was 1 over 150. Is that fine?
I guess you could write it as 1 over 150 if it's simplified for you, or just leave it as 0.08 over 12.
Okay. Let's just keep it at that then.
Yeah.
Okay. And then the way that I like turned it into this part, like that was correct, right?
That was very good. I was very impressed with that.
Awesome. And then n equals 42. 12 is the...
That looks good, actually. That's correct.
This is correct?
Yeah.
So it's just like that part that I need to fix.
Right, which seems like that is a theme on every question. It was just the I that you messed up on, right?
Exactly. I knew it was like something, just like 1 or 2 things that I kept doing wrong. Like I just knew it.
Yeah.
But now I know.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much. If I run into any other problems, which hopefully I won't, but if I do, then I shall let you know.
Okay.
I'll just do like at tutoring hours on once the spring break is over.
Or just send me questions. Or just email me questions too if you need more help. I'll make a video too.
Okay, good. Yeah, so this will be like a good way to do it. Yeah, there's probably like some other questions in here that are like really complicated or something that would be good to show.
See if you can get them on your own. If not, then let me know.
Okay, I for sure will.
Cool.
All right, I'm gonna stop broadcasting on this.
Glad I could help you.
Yeah, thank you so much. You're always a big help. So that's exactly what I need.
Cool. All right. Yes. All right.
Yay! So exciting. All right.
Let me know. Let me know if you have any more questions.
Okay, for sure. I definitely will.
All right. Bye. Take care.
You too.
Yeah. Bye.